Welcome or welcome back to my channel. I'm Suzanne and this is polishes I wore in March. We have 18 that I wore. Some of them are toppers, so I think I took, for all of them, I think I took a picture of the base color and then put the topper on. So hopefully that'll be fine. Let me get the light. This is not a great setup right now. I'm still working on it. I was in front of the window before because I thought the sun would help, but then the way the panes in the window and the what do you call it, the blinds were messing up the sun, and I was getting frustrated with it. So if I was frustrated, I'm sure people watching it must have been a little frustrated too. So I'm still going to work on this. You could see right here, it's just a piece of paper. So and I have my ring light over on the left, so hopefully that'll help some of the color. So I'm going to keep rambling, stop that, and let's get into the first one. I wore March 2nd. Okay, hopefully this is that little piece out, but this is my first one that I wore on March 2nd. This is Rogue Lacquer, and this is Fire and Ice from the Winter Prisms collection. And that was from November 2022. And I'm trying to get decent. It's a very pretty polish. It's a pale lavender shimmer with scattered hollow. This is the second time I wore it. And I just really enjoyed it. It's a very pretty polish. I usually don't wear pale colors too often. I don't know why I don't care for them on me too much, but I don't know, maybe I'm just starting to change. So, you know, your opinions change and things you like change. You can see the flakies in there. So, yeah, that's Fire and Ice from Rogue Lacquer. And I wore that for 3 days, actually, which is longer than I usually wear. I have no idea where to put these because this is on an incline a little bit. The next one on March 5th, this is from London Town Lacquer. This is Alexa Let's Dance. And it's considered a crushed grape metallic. What is that on there? Something fuzzy. This is from 2022. This is actually a recent purchase, I would say within the last 6 months. First time I wore it. And it was pretty. I think the swatch photo I saw on Instagram that made me instantly buy it was prettier than when I wore it that I cared for. So I'm going to keep it. I'll wear it again. But this one I'm going to keep for a while because my favorite color is purple. I wear a lot of purple. So the next one I wore on March 6th. Oh, I changed it the next day. This is China Glaze and Ruby Pumps. Now this bottle looks disgusting. It's got blue on it, if you could tell. I don't know there. Because Ulta, I got it from Ulta, and they don't wrap any of, not even just their eyeshadow palettes, they don't wrap any of their polishes. So I don't remember, I think it was an OPI, was destroyed and got all over it, and I got as much as I could off, but, so it's Ruby Pumps. This is from We Adorn You, Fall 2006, so this is an older polish, and it's a red jelly with red glitters. I've worn this a few times. I remember wearing this a couple summers ago. I know it's usually a winter polish, but I don't know if you can see it that well. It's a pretty polish. I liked it better the first time. I don't know why I like that, but I'm going to hang on to it. Another one I'll hang on to and see if I wear it again. If it's like the third time I wear it, whenever that is, if it's not wowing me, I'll probably destash it because, like I said, I have enough polishes. I don't need to hang on to something that I'm not really wowed by. This bottle's driving me nuts because it's so dirty, you can't see it. The next one I wore on March 8th is from Essie, and this is Aim to Misbehave. And this was for the 1000th polish. And it's from the Shimmer Brights Collection 2016. I actually remember buying it that year. It's a warm-toned yellow with shimmer. I used a white base on this because it is a little sheer. Let's see. And it's got the thin brush. It's pretty. I didn't care for it on myself. This is the second time I wore it, so even though it's their special polish, their anniversary or commemorative polish, I think I'm going to let this one go because I just didn't care for it on me. I wore this Cleona. This is Norpsilocin from the Slickadelic. This is magnetic. The Silo Siblings Trio from November 2024. I love Cleona polishes. I have to restrain myself whenever I go to their site not to buy everything. But this one I had to get the trio because I had, what is the name of that one? Is the big one? I can't think of it. I'll put it on the screen. And I loved it so much that I ended up buying the other trio. I think I've worn the other 2 out of the 3. I'm just looking on my rack. Yeah, I have one more that I haven't worn yet. So I didn't even tell you what the description is. Okay, it's a magenta with blue magnetic flakies when unmagnetized. A magenta red to lime, magenta red, orange, lime to cobalt purple shimmer. You can probably see that there. So yeah, it's a great polish. This one I loved. The next one was March 13th. It's a Color Club. So I'm just gonna get this light on here a little, maybe. Okay, there we go. It's a Color Club, which I enjoy. This was a pretty color. This is called Artsy Craftsy. This was $1 when they had their special. And this is just a, from the Back to Boho collection 2011, dark green cream. And it's actually a very pretty polish. I enjoyed this one. I have a lot of dark greens, I realized, but I did enjoy that. So after I put that on, I put, to use some of my toppers, I put this Holo Taco. This is the Linear. And this is from the launch in July of 2019. It's a linear hollow topper. Whoa, can't get that out. And I liked it. I mean, I actually kind of like the Color Club by itself. This, I don't remember if I bought this at launch. I think I might have. I might have had this since 2019. Yeah, it's, and then I put this pretty one on. This is on March 15th. This is ILMP Funhouse. And it was the Ultra Glitter or something it's called. Ultra Metallic Brights, Spring 2018. A Caribbean Green Metallic. The only thing with this, the metallic glitters get everywhere when I was taking it off, and I use clips. And yeah, it was just all over the place. It was kind of frustrating, all over my fingers, but I used a sugar scrub, and there's still some on my nails, but since I'm usually putting an opaque polish over it, I didn't worry too much, but it was a little frustrating. The one after that is, I forgot to say, under this I put Cupcake Polishes Visible Nail Line Base, because teal will stain my nails. And not just like the yellow, it'll stain it teal. So what was in my notes? So on the 17th, I wore another Color Club, and this is Back from the Dead. I think this was another $1 one. It's a brown gold shimmer. I really thought it would be more red leaning when I wore it than what it actually was on the nail. It looks beautiful. I didn't care for it too much, so I'm going to destash this one. Yeah, there's not much to say about it. It was okay. I mean, it looks really pretty in the bottle, and you can see some shifting there, but didn't wow me when I had it on the nail. That's the biggest thing. I'm not just looking at the bottle. Polish 11, March 19th, from L'Oreal. This is called Diamond in the Rough, and this is from the Gold Dust Holiday 2013, and it's a lilac glitter, and it's a textured polish. I did put Glisten and Glow's, what do they call theirs? Glitter Grabber. I only used one coat of the Glitter Grabber, and it still was a little textured, so if I did, I have another one in an orange in this, and I forgot the other color. I have another one in this line, so I would have to put 2 coats of topper on it. But this was pretty. I bought this from eBay last year, a few months ago, not too long ago, and I don't know, I really like L'Oreal came out with some nice polishes. There was also another one I wore last month or the month before, Vintage Vinyl, that I really enjoyed too from L'Oreal. So I don't know if they put this line out anymore. Come out with some nice stuff and then discontinued. And then we went with one that I had not worn. This is Black Heart Beauty. I thought the bottle was kind of cool. And it's just, where's it? Pink red shimmer. There it is. They don't really have any unique names. It just basically describes. This is another one that looks nicer in the bottle than when I got it in the nails. It wasn't terrible. Again, I don't think really, except the yellow that I really did not like. Oh, and the one coming up I didn't like. It wasn't bad. It's Fuchsia Shimmer. That's all I have. They don't really have any collections or anything like that. I think I'm going to hang on to this one and wear it again, see how I like it. Sometimes, I usually pick polishes by just how I feel, and sometimes I even miss the mark on how I feel. This one, actually I got it for a good price. It was like $2.39. This is a recent purchase too. Look how pretty that is. Isn't that pretty? This is, It's a Wonderful Spice from the Terribly Nice collection, September 2023, so it's not too old. And they call it metallic gold. I see metallic gold shimmer or glitter. This base color is what I didn't like. I like it, again, in the bottle. I thought it was really nice because, otherwise I wouldn't have bought it, but on, it just looked weird with my skin tone. I really did not like this on me. So this is going. It was just, I had to do a palette cleanser after that. So my palette cleanser, my favorite color, purple. And this is the second time I've worn, no, I've actually used this 3 times. This is Orly Provence or Provence? I don't know, I can't speak French. At Dusk. And it's lilac cream. I got this in the Color Pass, which I no longer get. I haven't got that for like a year. But this collection I liked. I think this was the Impressions, yeah, from January 2022. And this is just such a pretty purple. And of course, being spring, although the lilacs are not out yet, but getting there. My tree is getting buds, at least for the leaves right now. And then I topped it with this Orly. This is Magic Moment. I've had this since 2020. This was my first time using it. This is Feel the Beat, from the collection Feel the Beat. And this is a pretty topper. It's got the blue shimmer in it. And it's got the purple. So this one, definitely keep these two. The next one, I'm leaning towards keeping, but I was kind of on the fence. I bought it at the same time I bought the It's a Wonderful Spice. This is the Infinite Shine version, and this is Yay or Nay from the September 2023. It's the same collection, Terribly Nice. A gray and gold metallic. A little bronze in there too. I was just playing, I took a close-up shot. Hopefully I remember to put that in. But wasn't super wowed because it's kind of flat on the nail. But I'm going to hang on to this one. I thought it was kind of unique, and I didn't hate it, so that's a win. And then the last two, this one I actually had in my D stash, and then I talked myself into putting it back in the stash and trying it. It's Ion Peas by Refringence. I think I said that right. This is from the Ultrachrome Fall 2013 collection. And as you can tell, it's a multi-chrome from blue, purple, red, orange, green. There's a bunch of other ones. I got tired of writing it all down. And this, I actually did like this on the nail. This is a little thinner polish, so it took, I would say, I didn't write down how many coats, but I think I put 3 coats on. Or, because it was very thin, like I said, so it was a little patchy. The multi-chrome is very nice. I'm going to stop babbling. And then I topped it with this Sally Hansen Miracle Gel in Girls Flip. This is from the Travel Seekers collection, January 2022. This is definitely a topper. And you can see it's in a clear base with these glitters. Pink and, pink, purple, green, teal. This I didn't care for. It's very sparse. I don't know if I just didn't shake it up enough. And then taking it off, it kind of stuck to the nail. I can't see through the lens there. I had to actually scrape some of the glitter off. So I'm going to let this one go. I have plenty of polish. I'm not going to run out. And that was it for March. This is my first April, and I smashed that getting a drink out of the refrigerator when it was still wet. This is another Island Pea, but you'll see that next one. So that is it. Thank you very much for watching, and hope to see you in the next video.